Okay, so Antflix made a video called Update on Piggy Antflix Roblox, and today we're going to be reacting to it and share my honest opinions if he should bring it back or not. Let's put this in full screen and let's see what he has to say about Antflix, because to be honest, I do love the Antflix series. I used to watch him, Crete used to watch him, and yeah, but obviously he stopped doing it because, let's say, Piggy wasn't doing very well. But yeah, let's start reacting to it.
I've seen you, and I've also seen all of your comments. Literally not a video goes by on my channel without you guys going, could you please bring back Antflix?
Possibly me. Possibly be me.
And I feel like I've been pretty open and I've cleared everything up, but literally due to the amount of people commenting on the videos, basically asking or begging for this series to come back, here's just another roundup video of what's happening with Antflix, what's happened with Antflix, and what's going to happen in the future with Antflix. If you're not aware, Antflix was a series of mine that I think kind of was the biggest series on my channel. It was an...
Yes, it was. And I think it's actually one of your popular videos. Yeah, it's like one of your popular videos. Also, PJHR Films, yeah, that guy. I know there's a bunch of drama, but I think he should make an apology video and just come back to Roblox and start doing animations, because those animations were slick, and honestly, sad to hear that he's in drama. But I mean, how simple is it to record a sorry video, like an apology video, and then just come back to Roblox, you know? But anyways,
an animated series, basically a roleplay sort of thing.
By the way, no hate on PGHR Films. I don't go to his channel and spam I hate you, okay? No, none of that, okay?
On Piggy, and it was a play on words with Netflix as well. To be fair, at the beginning, it actually went off. It was so crazy and it was amazing. But here's the thing, that whole area of, you know, Antflix kind of went off while Piggy was an absolute, let's call it a triumph on Roblox. Piggy was literally the game to play at the time. And making these Antflix films literally takes minutes and hours.
Yeah, it does take hours to animate. Yeah, but as I was saying, it does take ages to animate stuff, so I can see that.
And days and months and weeks and everything above. It takes such a long amount of time to try and get these videos together. Like, they are not the easiest things to make. I have to do the scripting, I have to do the green screen for all of the scripts, I've got to, you know, come up with a storyline, I've got to then make the animations, I then have to put the animations together, I then have to find, you know, certain music. Like, there's actually quite a lot of work that goes behind Antflix that probably you guys are not very aware of. And that's fine, that's why I'm making this video, to kind of explain as to what's going on with Antflix and what's going to happen with Antflix. So with that being said, Antflix takes a very, very long time to make. The episodes take a very, very long time to make. I do believe that I have started making a script for the next episode. So, like, obviously I'm not saying no, and I guess that's why I keep getting you guys message going, please bring back Antflix, and I get that. And towards the end of this video, hopefully we're going to have a bit of a better understanding as to my stance on Antflix and animating and putting those sort of videos together. And I just want to bring this all together so that you guys know where I'm at and what's going to happen. So we're currently in the midst of getting, you know, Piggy Intercity and all of that sort of thing. And if I'm being honest, that game has not really lifted off as much as I'd hoped. And
see, the reason why is because people don't know there's a side quest in the flipping Intercity. Like, they do the main quest, but they don't also know, like, part of the side quest is actually canon. Like, it talks about Z, it talks about Zizzy. There's a side quest that talks about William, that's in the Treetops update, so yeah.
I still enjoyed it. Like,
people do the main quest more than the side quest, so I think there's I don't know. I think Mini2, I don't know.
City was a great game. Maybe it's a little bit too big, I think that.
I do think City is a good game, because all the, especially by the cutscenes at the beginning, that was amazing. And then it was like early, let's say, probably like 20 main quests before you actually complete it. It's like, the game's been out for 5 years, you would have thought the full story would be in it, but no. Obviously, I know it's split in parts, but you wouldn't expect a bit more, okay? You're literally just going to the flipping other military base. I forgot what they're called. The Liberators, that's it. You're going to the Liberators and you're asking them to join, but that's about it.
That's maybe why people struggle with it. Like, it doesn't feel like it's come together. It's a little...
Actually, how many players does Intercity have? Piggy Intercity has 1,018 players.
A little bit too wild. That's the only thing that I would say, but I feel like everything that it has done, it's done really well. And I think the last thing that I said on Antflix was that if Piggy Intercity does well, etc., etc., I will maybe attempt to try and bring back an Antflix episode, because that is the time where, you know, if I'm putting the time and effort into making an Antflix episode, I want it to do well, because I would have put months into working on these episodes. And so what I kind of need from my end is for Piggy to be at its peak, for my videos to be at its peak. Like, I'm not going to want to do, you know, months of animating and scripting and music finding and editing in video software for it to get 10,000 views. Like,
that's actually understandable.
It sounds like a lot, but actually in hindsight, I could be doing a lot more stuff with my life, like, you know, playing with my child and stuff like that. And also kind of like everything, the backlash of it as well. Like, I feel like I took Antflix down a route of trying to be different. And yeah, some people just didn't really agree with it, and that's completely fine. I really don't mind. I do genuinely feel in my mind as well that I have kind of messed up with the whole storyline of it as well. Well, not messed up as such, but it's kind of a little bit more like an acquired taste, shall we call it, rather than it being right at the back at the beginning where, you know, episode 1 was coming out, episode 2, episode 3, episode 4, Mateo and that George kind of like, you know, configuration. It was kind of like working to an absolute T. But now I just feel like I've kind of put Antflix in a way that a lot of people have talked badly about it, and that's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. That's one thing that a lot of people
see. If you talk bad about it, why even watch it? You know, it's like, if you play a game and it's bad, don't play it. If you watch a video and it's bad, don't watch it. I don't get why they have to put the comments in. They probably just want to be a flipping show-off.
Need to realise, and that's, you know, me, I'm entitled to my opinion, and I understand that you guys are entitled to your opinion as well. And I always say to people, if you don't like it, don't watch it. So the kind of negativity around
that's what I just said
really got me, like, you know, down or anything like that. I mean, to be fair, I kind of find it funny because I think when people talk negatively about Antflix, like, it's kind of like rent-free in their head in a way. Like, they're clearly talking about it and etc, etc, and the best thing that they could literally do to affect me is not talk about it and literally just ignore it. That's the best way for negativity, and that's the same thing that I would do as well on my behalf. Like, if there was something that I didn't like, I just wouldn't interact with it because it wouldn't get it any publicity. But of course, you guys can, you know, deal with it however you want. If you get that kick out of trying to make someone feel less than you and all of that in your day, and, you know, it gives you that kick that, yeah, I really made someone, you know, upset today. Not that it's making me upset, but then that's up to you, isn't it? And that's a story that you're gonna have to try and work out in life, because that's just not how it is. But unfortunately, that is the world that we live in right now. And yeah, the negativity and the harsh aggression, I would say, as well towards Antflix was a little bit crazy towards the end, which kind of put me off a little bit of making it. Like, did it affect me a little bit?
No, hard. No. Who are those harsh people? Let me know, because I'll show them. And also know that people say Piggy's a flipping rip-off Granny, and it's absolutely not. Like, the story is amazing, and it's not copying Granny, okay?
Did it affect me that much? Nah, not really. But that's one side of Antflix as well that's kind of got me like, yeah, is this series even worth it anymore? Like, Piggy not being in its prime, people talking trash about it, even though I get comments every single day of people trying to be like, please bring it back. And I'm sure that I'll probably get those comments of, no, don't bring it back. And that's completely fine. But actually, do you know what? You've clicked on this video, you've earned me a view, and it's helped me out more than you going, don't bring it back. So that's fine. I'm pretty thick-skinned, to be honest. So where do we go from here? Where do we go with Antflix? How does Antflix return? Does Antflix even return? I would genuinely like to say yes. Like, in my head, for Antflix to return, like, that would be like the epitome of my YouTube channel. It was one, you know, series on my YouTube channel that has absolutely just...
See, now since PJHR Films quit like animation on Roblox, you may be the new animation on Roblox. Like the animator guy on Roblox. You could probably animate a Piggy movie and it'd probably get like a bunch of like views. Because I'm pretty sure PJHR Films used to do that. But then obviously the drama happened. So you could be the new guy.
Rocketed, and I've enjoyed every moment of making it, whether people like it or not. It's just been such a really fun series to make, and the animating, it's just nice to learn new skills as well. Maybe I should work on my scripting. Maybe I should try and get somebody else to actually do the scripting for me. Maybe that's a different idea. But yeah, I just don't know where to go from here. I think I've got an idea, and that basically is waiting for Piggy to be in a prime again. I do genuinely feel like there should be a Piggy Book 3. I know that Minitoon doesn't want to do Piggy.
I agree. I think there should be a Piggy Book 3. See, more players play Piggy than Piggy Intercity. I'm not even kidding. It's actually true. See, Piggy Intercity, 1,000 players. Main Piggy game, 11,000 players. I think Minitoon should bring back a Book 3. And according to Rollingmon, if we go here, it keeps going down to like 5,000. But obviously that's because it's nighttime around there for countries. So if we can we do this for a year? And obviously Piggy Intercity, it's gone really high. It's only gone to like, wait a minute. It's gone to 6,000 and then it dropped to like 995 players. Because we're still waiting for an update. And I also think that Book 3 would have the easiest updates. Like, you could just make a map and a cutscene, and then that's it. Publish. And we also got to, like, leaks and theories to make out of it. Instead of Intercity, when you have to say, what? Because obviously with Intercity, you can't do as much theories than the main Piggy game. Because the main Piggy game, you can guess what the next chapter is going to be. You can guess what's going to be next for the storyline. You can do more than the main Piggy game. But I mean, I see why Minitoon did a Piggy Intercity. You want to try to do something new. But I just don't think people like Intercity that much, I'm going to be honest. Because they just like the old nostalgia and simple. And I think Intercity is a bit more complicated because you have to go quest. You have to go back and forwards. There's a large map. And there's like 2 quests. And you also have armor and base building. And it's like... That's a bit more complicated than Piggy. Because Piggy, you only have to pick up an item. And then use the item. And then escape. And then you get your cutscene. So, I think the main Piggy game would be easier than Piggy Intercity.
Piggy Book 3 and stuff.
But that's just my opinion. Obviously, I understand why Minitoon wants to work on Piggy Intercity. I know, it's lots of fun, and it's a cool game, and there's not a single game on Roblox that's like that, okay? But I still think...
Like that.
Like, Piggy Intercity is my favourite game. I think it's better than the main Piggy game, if that makes sense, but it's just like, players don't seem to like it. They like the main Piggy game more than Intercity. It seems like, by the play count.
But I think that's what everyone is looking forward to. I'm still going to play Piggy Intercity. I think it was pretty fun. I enjoyed it quite a lot, to be fair, and I think you guys should play it as well if you haven't done so. But I think for Piggy Antflix to return, We need a Piggy Book 3. A Piggy, book that is going to get all of the OG.
Yeah, but this also brings up the other problem, but I'll talk about the other problem later on, because I'm pretty sure Krieg made like a little video talking about if Piggy returns.
She's back on to playing Piggy. I don't think that Piggy Intercity is going to be that game that gets people playing it.
No, I don't think so.
24/7 or whatnot. I just remember waking up on a Saturday and waiting for those like leaks to come out of the map that Minitoon was posting.
Yeah, and the emojis, the eye emoji, and the who knows, and the flipping recorder message on the radio. That it says Izzy, by the way.
And finally getting onto it. It was just such a great moment of Piggy in its prime, and I just think Minitoon really hit.
I think the reason why Minitoon doesn't want to make a book 3 is just because he doesn't want to use the same maps again, because obviously we already had Owls, and obviously he doesn't want to repeat the maps, so obviously, unless he names it like a nickname saying Kona's house,
The nail on the head with how Piggy books were released and how they were thought out and how they was done, and that was the absolute peak of Piggy. And like I said, I just don't think that Piggy Intercity is going to peak. I think that, I don't know, maybe it's going to quiet down, maybe the updates are going to slow down. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to go, but we should.
See, the problem is with Intercity, it's taking forever to get the next flipping main quest, even though it's been 5 years. I know I'm patient, okay, but it's like I have to wait 6 months for the next like main quest update. It's like, with like the main Piggy game, you only have to wait 1 week. Because like in each chapter there's like a new chapter. Or is it month? It depends on the building quality. Because sometimes like Piggy Intercity is gonna be a big game, so obviously it's gonna take a lot of months to make like the next main quest, even though you've got it planned. But if you just do the main Piggy game, it will take like a week, month, somewhere around that. And there used to be like a Piggy chapter every week, and then with Book 2 it's every month, or every couple weeks. So if there's a Book 3, I will like it be like a couple weeks.
I'll see from here. So yeah, to bring Piggy Antflix back, I think I need to wait for Piggy to be in its prime, so that the time that I invest into making Piggy Antflix is morally worth it, if you get what I mean. Like, to try and upload a Piggy Antflix film when people are not really playing Piggy, there's not that much, interest around Piggy. I just don't really see the point of me throwing so much time and effort into making animations when it's just not going to perform. And I get that you guys want to see Piggy Antflix back, and I really hope that it will come back, genuinely. I've never said no, it's not coming back. Like, yes, it's being cancelled for the time being, but I don't think that I've ever said no. Piggy Antflix is no more. Like, if Piggy becomes a peak prime game again, 100% I will be returning to Piggy Antflix, because we know full well that the entire Piggy community will be back onto playing Piggy Book 3, for example. Like, I just feel like that is the best way forwards for Piggy, and its future is to get a Piggy Book 3 going. Whether that be Minitoon that does it, or whether that be another team. To be fair, I think that what should happen is Minitoon gets people to look after Piggy Intercity, because that is such a big game in its thing anyway, and I genuinely would love for Minitoon to work on a Piggy Book 3. I mean, you tell me in the comments, would you guys be the same?
I would love a Book 3, but again, Minitoon has no plans, and I don't think he wants to repeat the same maps that we already had, so
prefer
Fair.
a Piggy Book 3 over a Piggy Intercity, and to be honest, it sounds like
What if they do both? Like they get the the Piggy team to do a book 3, but they take like part of Intercity and make it into a chapter in book 3, while Minitoon also works on Intercity. So it's gonna be like Minitoon working on Intercity, and whatever Minitoon tells the Piggy developers, they will turn it into a chapter and put it in book 3, so they can work on 2 games at once. I think that would be cool.
Piggy Book 3 would be way easier to make than a Piggy Intercity anyway.
So, like an example, if Minitoon was working on the treetops, like in Piggy Book 3 Chapter 1 could be just the trees, the tree house, you know? I think that'd be cool.
I get and I understand that all of the Piggy Intercity, things are in place now, so updates should be much easier. I believe I saw that in a tweet from Minitoon. But for this game, for Piggy franchise to be back on its peak, I think we need a Piggy Book 3. That is something that would be genuinely amazing. So that's my stance on Piggy Antflix. And again, I've seen your comments wanting my series to...
But there's going to have to be a few more adjustments to Piggy Book 3, like fast-paced moments, because obviously I'll explain this whenever we watch Creek's flipping comment.
Come back, and I really do appreciate those kind comments that they want it to come back, and it may come back one day, okay, just not right now. I'm in a stage of life where things are busy, life is busy, children is busy, and I will try my absolute best to bring you guys Piggy Antflix if Piggy Book 3 or Piggy ever decides to eventually go boom. So hopefully your understanding of this video, please let me know in the comment section down below. What do you guys think? If you think that Piggy Book 3 should come out rather than a Piggy Intercity. I wouldn't say rather than, though, that's maybe a little bit harsh. I feel like both. I just feel like there should be a designated team for both, if you get what I mean. Like, why not do both rather than just one? Anyway,
I literally just said that. Why don't you just work on 2 games? For the treetops, Piggy Book 3 Chapter 1, the tree house. That would be so cool.
I was about to say, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, but hopefully we've just had a better understanding in this video of Piggy Antflix and where I'm at and where it's going. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and we shall see you guys in the next video.
Let's watch this.
Though, and said, Creek, what would you do to make Piggy as big as it was in 2020? I would literally remake it with faster gameplay. All right, kids these days, they want faster gameplay. The main Piggy game, it's too slow for the kids these days. Make faster gameplay. You need to redo the story in some way to get the kids caught up, because again, they haven't played the original game. They have no idea what's going on. They don't know who Willow is. They don't know who Tio is. They don't know any of this. You got to redo it in some way to get the kids caught up. And then number 3, it has to be multiplayer. Roblox is a multiplayer platform,
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying you should make a game where it's like Piggy and Forsaken had a baby in terms of gameplay, but you probably should make a game in terms of where Piggy and Forsaken had a baby in terms of game, because that's what kids like these days on Roblox. But
yeah, so if there's going to be a Book 3, it has to be faster paced, basically. So, like, Forsaken. That's going to be crazy thinking about it. Yeah, but let me know what you guys think in the comments down below.